Alright, we're going to mess with the AS400. Knock that out of the way. This is what it looks like. As you can see, well, there we go. AS400E badging from the late 90s. This is a nice black color scheme. For device ROM, and a 4/8 gig 1/4 inch cartridge, which takes tapes that look just like this. Pretty big. But this, and here are the goals. Down from here. Oops. This shows function/data. It's the display. Right now we're on function 1, which means, according to this little chart here, display selected IPL mode, and that is B for booting from type B of the license internal code, and N for normal boot. Then if we press enter, we get V equals F, which means it's set for the V equals means it's going with whatever the system defined boot speed is. F is fast, skips a bunch of checks. You can change it with function 2. Here are the buttons for that, by the way. Want BN. 4 is a lamp test. Leave it to IBM. And while I'm at, this is processor 1 activity, processor 2 activity, system attention, aka something broke, power light, power button. Can't see it, but that's the type and serial number. And then another functional. Well, let's start this bad boy up. In a second, it'll start flashing codes as it begins to fire up the input processor. As such. Hi, Tilly. That's my cat, by the way. I don't know what any of these codes mean anymore, so I can't give commentary. I'll post a link to the IBM page with it. That's the boot disk starting up. It's going to, in a second, load the IOP code from the disk. I believe it's doing now. As you can see, the main processor hasn't even started yet. Gonna finish key tests. Okay, now I believe it's setting up North Star CPU's RAM, getting it kick-started, if you will. And the North Star has started. Going to change to, as soon as I get up here, the PS2 console. Right here. Say a PS255, good old MCA buck, with a special card in it. See, I don't know if you can see that, but the cursor just moved to the left, which means I'm online. In fact, since I see an A down there, that means available. In other words, it's responding to the twin-ax line, which you can see right there. Bunch of stuff is going on the discs I run from over there. This is not the fastest AS400 either. Here we go. Now it's doing the license internal code startup. This is kind of like the FSEC for it. Now we're going to start OS 400. Autofocus will quit acting up. Come on. Any DV cameras, not the best. Okay, here we go. OS 400 IPL is in progress. It's the PS2, by the way. Very 80s IBM styling there, with the original Model M keyboard. Not the one it came with, but same style anyway. Each one of these steps has a code on the front panel as well, but yeah. And the unattended type means it's not asking me a whole bunch of questions when it starts up. Let's go back to the AS400 and see. There's the code for everything. After a while, it'll show a little bit of stats if a step takes a while. See, it even shows that same code that was on the front panel. Here's a little bit about the terminals. That's the character position. System available, that means I'm connected to the computer. MW means I have a message waiting. KS means shift key. Okay. IM means that insert is on. And II is input inhibit, meaning that I cannot type anything and it's locked my keyboard. S1 is from the terminal emulator, that means I'm on session 1. AO means address 0, and KB comes on when I type something on the keyboard. That's just how this DOS-based terminal emulator works, which also has multiple sessions. That's the printer emulator, rather. This is another terminal I have. Terminal session, but it doesn't do anything because the sign-on isn't ready yet. You can go back into DOS here, but we're back on that. I may have to cut this short, but I think it's almost done, so. And now it's done. Almost. It's gonna pop the login screen in a second. See if I have it on my other console yet. Nope. Oh, no, that system available. Might be up now. Ah, no. Here's just like to sit at this step for a while, so I'm just going to cut the video here. But the login screen would appear any minute now, so that's all.